Hello, Laura Weigel here with the Will to Wild Jewelry, and I wanted to do this video for you today all about this full moon in Cancer and lunar eclipse. And I also did a blog post about it, and I'll share that in the link. But I have some crystal recommendations for you. So the full moon, which is today, is most powerful normally 3 days before and 3 days after, that we're really kind of sitting in the energy and working in that energy. This Cancer full moon is a very emotional full moon. It'll bring up a lot of emotions no matter what sign you're in. It's a water sign, and it's a sign, it's ruled by the crab, and so really wanting to retreat and go inward and shining the light on some of those emotions that we have been shying away from, or more importantly, that are subconscious and we're not really even aware of them. So that brings me to my crystal recommendations for you. So for this full moon, I'm recommending Labradorite is one of them. Hoping this light can, it's very, very reflective, both figuratively and literally. As you can see all the different colors. I feel like the light's really picking up the colors right now. And that's exactly what Labradorite does. It helps to shine the light and reflect on what's going on a deeper, more subconscious level. It's connected with our crown chakra. It's highly protective. So I would recommend, of course, wearing this beautiful crystal in a gemstone jewelry, so you can always have it in your energy. Meditating with it especially. It's about doing that deep inner work. So during meditation and sleep. I really recommend even programming or just giving the crystal a job, and saying, and that's all you have to do to set the intention. It's just kind of saying, we're working with our subconscious, help bring to light that which I need to see to help me transform it. Something like that, to give it a little job specifically about what you're going to be working with. This is a great time, always is a good time, but especially when you're doing subconscious work, shadow work, deep inner work, when you're really setting aside some time for that and setting the intention around that. It's a time to journal, because we tend to forget the most important things, and the most important things are locked away in our subconscious. So when we get little glimmers of them, it's really important to write them down so that you can remember. And it's really nice to go back and relook at those, from a few months ago, and really track your progress and your growth, or you won't see it as much. It's kind of like my son, William, who suffered from a brain injury. If you've been following me, you know the story. But since I'm with William every day, it's harder for me to see his progress than if, say, a family member that maybe only sees William 2 or 3 times a year sees William, and it reminds me of how far he's come and how much progress he's made. And that is how I want you to think of the journal. When you're with yourself all the time, it's hard for you to see your progress. But when you track it and you can go back and look at it, it's much easier for you to see your progress and some of those deeper insights, especially after meditation and after you wake up in the morning, or you've had a dream. So even keeping that by your night's bedside table, which is why I recommend using Labradorite also with your meditations and with sleeping, because that is when we do our deepest healing work. Okay, so my second crystal recommendation for this full moon in Cancer is rose quartz. When you do shadow work, deeper inner work, and when we start to see things about ourselves that we might not like so much, it's easy to start to get down on ourselves and to start a loop of that negative self-talk. And rose quartz is really, it's a stone of compassion. It's a stone of love. And the ways you can use this is also by wearing it, of course, and always having it in your energy field. I'm always going to recommend wearing the crystals. That's why I started making jewelry to begin with, and of course to support my son Will. Rose quartz is a quartz-based stone, as in its name. So it's a great stone to also go in your bath water when you're taking a bath, and drinking it as an elixir. And with it being a full moon, you can make some moon water. Setting your rose quartz, and the third crystal that I'm going to recommend is a Smokey Quartz, another quartz-based crystal which means they're hard enough to go in water. So these would be great to make some moon water with, to wear, to meditate with, to even just put on your heart to center and really send it some love, and know that as things come up, you're going to just let them arise and just see them and be grateful actually that you're seeing them, because we can't transform what we don't see. So having the opportunity to actually see it is a celebration in itself. The third crystal is the Smokey Quartz. This helps us to release, okay? So once things have come up and we've nurtured it and we've sent it that love, it's time to release those things that aren't serving us. And also, they really are Smokey Quartz, not they. Crystals I do kind of consider little beings though, especially this one. Can you see all the little points on it? Ah, I love this one. Smokey Quartz is great for releasing, but it's also great for keeping us grounded and keeping us in the present moment, and helping us to not get carried away in our thoughts and in those deeper realms, but staying right here and right now. So as we have these realizations, being in the present moment, how are they affecting us in the present moment, and what can I release? Okay, and those can be feelings, those can be emotions, but they can be much bigger things. They can be toxic relationships, friendships, and jobs. And those things sometimes require a plan, right? It's not like you just release it and you move on and it's so simple. It can be a really big ordeal. So having some energetic support is really nice, along with, of course, people's support too. So moon water, meditation, and wearing it. My 3 crystal recommendations for this full moon, this lunar eclipse, for life in general, honestly, these are great crystals to have, as Labradorite, rose quartz, and Smokey Quartz. So happy full moon blessings and crystal blessings. Namaste.